Reinforcements have arrived. Mission timer initialized.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, affirmative.
New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Report acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. On hold. Cancelled. Building.
Awaiting affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. Building. On hold. Cancelled. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. New construction options.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Iron curtain charging. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Awaiting orders.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building. Our base is under attack. New construction options. Building.
Vehicle
Unit
report.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. 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 Waiting order. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Insufficient funds.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Of course. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative. Report acknowledged. Affirmative.
Iron curtain ready.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Vehicle reporting.
Naval
Acknowledged.
unit lost.
Reporting.
Naval
Affirmative.
unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade, affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
On hold. Cancel. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Awaiting
funds.
orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle report acknowledged.
Comrade.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative.
Vehicle
Reinforcements
reporting.
have arrived.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Report acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Congratulations, comrade. That was a difficult campaign. I do not envy you. Yet I think all of Spain was beaten into submission. What you left of it. I know your most difficult missions still lie ahead. I will not keep you from your work. Let us say, the next time we meet, we'll be with vodka in our hands and large women on our arms. До свидания, Kerje. Be well. And here we are, comrade. You have done your job so well, I am out of mine. As I predicted, no war to fight. Yet, do not worry. I have a dasher to tend, cabbages to grow. And as we both know, I have lost my heart in this. But this I will leave for you in your new office. General,